It's time to learn, repair, and maintain everything coffee. Instructional videos brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.
Hi, I'm Todd from Whole Latte Love. Today we're going to talk about what to do if you think you might have a problem with your vacuum relief valve. And you say, well, why do I have a problem with my vacuum relief valve? How do I know? Well, here's how you know. If on the front of your machine, you notice a fair amount of water dripping out of this little kumasigan right here. It'll be flowing out, dripping. Now, it will be normal to see dripping out of that when the steam boiler is heating up. After about maybe 8 minutes or so, 10 minutes, give or take a little bit, you're going to start to see some water come out of it. That's normal, but it should stop. If it doesn't stop, then you have a problem with the vacuum relief valve. And with the vacuum relief valves, it's not always a matter of if it's going to fail, it's a matter of when it's going to fail. Over time, minerals may build up on the seal in there, and then it can start to drip by a little bit. So if you need to get in, here's what you do. It could be a year, 2, 3, 4 years, who knows, 6 months, depends on your water quality. First thing you do, you take the top off of the reservoir of the machine, take the top off. We had 4 screws here, we just pulled them out.
Those 2.5 millimeter?
2.5 millimeter Allen heads, exactly. Yep. Then you look inside the steam boiler here, and you see this tube. This runs down to what we call the kumasigan down here. I don't have a good name for it.
Where the water comes out.
Where the water comes out, thank you. So what we do, we pull this off, then we can access this. The tools you need basically are just 17 millimeter tools. I like to use a socket set to get this off. Hang on. Just put that right on top here. Loosen it up, then it should come off pretty easy. Okay. And now inside of here, we have to open this up, okay, to get inside to the actual seal. So we'll go back to our socket. Now this you can use 2 open-end wrenches if you want to. Stick that on there, open-end wrench on here, and just push on it, and loosens up. Open there, okay. Now once you get inside here, you'll see, pull that up. Then you have a Teflon here, and then you have this little rubber piece right here, a little O-ring. What happens, just so go into how this thing actually works, is when the machine heats up, steam comes out of the top of the boiler through this, pushes up on this, and that cup there, when it gets enough velocity, this raises and seals up against this Teflon right in here. So if you get any minerals or any buildup on that or anything, if somehow you get a tear or whatever on this O-ring, that won't seal. So you can get in here, clean that off, or you can replace this whole unit here. They're not very expensive. And that should take care of the problem. So you just got to fix that seal right in there. Pretty simple. Mm-hmm. Put it back together. Put the top on. Shouldn't need any thread sealant in there. And snug it down. And when we put it together, we'll use a little bit of Teflon tape on this one to hold this together. I have to seal it, not really hold it together. It's kind of like a lubricant / sealant. I like to put it on this way too, so when you turn it in, it doesn't pull it out. Like that. And don't have any over the edge here. Make sure it's good and clean around there so you don't have any that gets inside the boiler. Put her back on. Hand tighten it. Get your socket on there. And snug it down. Notice the boiler turning, just kind of a little extra oomph, and it's good to go. Put your tube back on there. And you're done. It should solve the problem. So at that point, when you get it apart, you can either clean that O-ring off that's in there, that little red O-ring, or you can replace the whole vacuum relief valve. And that's how you do it. I'm Todd from Whole Latte Love. I hope that helps.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.